look
5,
at the PA this week. He had a little
4,
attitude.
3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of A Word with Words, the podcast. It's your girl Bree Stories.
Ajano Asia.
And it's A Tati.
Hey Tati.
Hey girl.
Hey Ajano Asia.
Hey Bree Stories.
What's up? Let's check in.
What up?
Yeah. I like that.
I could do it too. What up?
Do it.
What up?
That was pretty good.
I
Physically,
want to just be like you, sister. Don't do that.
physically, I feel. Physically, I feel it in my teeth, like my teeth and my lips, because I'm getting drunk.
That's what you feel
And-
drunkenness?
You can feel liquor in your teeth?
Yeah, like, yeah.
She doesn't mess.
It's like
Mind
it's
blown.
not meth.
Ew.
Crystal
Meth?
fucking meth. That's
That's the dirtiest.
Extreme.
That's the dirtiest.
If you're doing
drugs to
cocaine
me.
or crystal meth, you are
Meth?
a drug addict. That's
no,
what you
no.
take it
If you
to.
do cocaine, you just like to have a good time.
crack,
Crack, yeah.
that's all.
I don't know. I don't like to judge people's drug of choice. I don't know. I don't do that shit.
Meth
but-
just
Me
sounds
either.
dirty.
No, meth is disgusting.
Meth?
I just said
Meth?
I don't want to
Yeah.
judge people's drug choices. But anyway, meth is
Sorry.
serious. I feel it in my
This is
teeth because I'm getting
methamphetamine?
drunk. METHOD, man. Anyway, emotionally, I feel joy. My attention is currently on a lot of things, too many things. And spiritually, I feel like I'm at the top of a ladder. I can keep going up, but then I would like plateau.
top?
Like, is that what that means, plateau?
Uh-huh.
Or I could go down. But I feel very sturdy up here, and I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
Where'd you get the ladder from?
Home Depot.
They got good quality products.
Somebody
That
else check
makes
in
it
now.
okay.
Somebody else check in now.
Sister, you
Somebody
go.
else check in now.
Okay. So physically, I'm feeling tired. Unfortunately, my daughter has been a little under the weather the past couple of days. So I've been allowing her to sleep in my bed, and she be all over the place, that little girl. So I'm feeling a little tired. I actually have a cramp, like in my shoulder, from like sleeping wrong, because I be in the bed like this, and she be in the bed like this. So, you know, getting over
See, I
that.
Not that's the main reason you can't be a parent.
Oh, something else to say about parenting when you're finished.
Okay. Emotionally, I am excited for the holiday. I love prepping for Christmas and things like that. I definitely got that gene from my mom, but I'm also exhausted at the thought of the holiday. So I have conflicting feelings, and I'm just ready for it to come, and then I'm just as ready for it to be over. So yeah, so I guess I'm just ready for the 2018. And my attention is currently on, I guess my attention is on the same thing. My attention is on the holiday. My attention is on getting everything ready, making sure I have all the gifts I need. You know, I like to kind of be done with everything now.
Yeah.
So my next focus is grocery shopping, make sure I'm getting all my ingredients that I need on my list for this Christmas dinner. And that's it.
I was just gonna say about motherhood. One of our friends had kids like a week ago, and the other day
She had
was-
hella kids a week
No,
ago.
I didn't say kids. She had a child like a week ago, and the other day she was
It be
like,
like that sometimes.
"I'm just out running errands." Like it was like probably like 3 days after she had the baby, and I just was like,
Go you.
"Yeah, exactly." Because I feel like I'm
Where was the
tired now
baby?
thinking
Was the
about
baby
it.
with her?
I don't think so.
I
I think she,
Now she was just ready for the baby to get out, so I could go to the store, bitch. You could stay in the house.
yeah, no,
I was still in the hospital 3 days after I gave birth.
But so
shout
that
out to her.
That was that. That's all I had to say about parenting. I just thought that was crazy.
Crazy. I like that.
But so check as far as checking in goes, spiritually, I feel really good. I am ready to start the new year just because I feel like I'm in a better space of mind and stuff like that. Like, I have some stuff that I'm really, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Serious about, I guess. And I'm excited to just really take those on, you know, as, like, my full load and my full concentration. Emotionally, I feel good. I'm just usually my emotions pretty much evolve around the behavior of these niggas.
I'm gonna say men.
And so
Let that be the case.
I know,
They
but
will always disappoint you, girl.
no, see, I don't feel like that, and that's why I try to, you know, keep giving them chance after chance. But you know, y'all ain't rappers. Get it? Anyway,
I don't get it.
because I said Chance the Rapper. I didn't say that, but I was saying Chance of the Chance.
I didn't say that.
Well, I was saying Chance of the Chance. Y'all ain't rappers. Anyway,
She's a hoot.
spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Like I said, I think everything really just ties into one another. So I just need, maybe I should stop saying physically, emotionally, and mentally. Can I just say how I'm feeling overall?
I mean, y'all already do what y'all want to do, so you should do that. You should just do whatever.
You just told us one time that it was wrong, and I told you I wanted to do it the right way, and then you said, "But no, do it how you want to do." So you don't.
No,
get
that's
to,
what I'm saying.
But you don't get to like
that's
kind of.
me
You kind of throw
reiterating.
it up in our face. A
No,
little
I'm
bit.
just reiterating that we're already not doing it right enough for me to be like,
Well,
no,
I would like
that's
to.
too
Well,
far.
I would like if we was doing it so wrong, then you should have stepped up and corrected me. Like, come on,
No, I
be a
want you
woman
to be
about
you.
it. Just be a woman about it. Anyway,
No.
it's always a hater bitch. It's a song.
I'm
It's
assuming.
be a
'cause
man.
you know it, but I just didn't know.
Whatever, man. I feel fucking good. Let's get it. Let's get to this fucking discovery zone. Fuck it, man.
Yeah, we in the Discovery Zone. What's good? What's up? So in the Discovery Zone, I'm sorry. In the Discovery Zone this week, we have R. Kelly's house. Which, let me tell you something.
Piper.
So here's the thing. I say this loosely because the fact of the matter is and will remain that R. Kelly is a fucking millionaire and
He's
A
talented.
musical genius.
musical. I wasn't going against
She doesn't want to
Hi,
acknowledge
can I say
him.
the things that I
Nope.
want to say?
It's
I wasn't
about
going
this
into this complimenting him, but what I was saying is that I'm saying what I'm about to say loosely because the fact will always remain that he's a millionaire, like he can afford for things to occur and he can just pick right back up. But I'm still gonna say karma is a fantastic and a beautiful thing. So for those of us who are just like struggling with men in the industry, whether they be singers, whether they be Hollywood producers, whether they be teachers, whether they be bosses, whether they be people that we work with who are just trash ass people and don't understand the scope of respecting women, and we're like all so bothered by that, you gotta understand that the universe is constantly working, with or without our help. Cause we can go and we can key niggas' car and we can shut their shit down and we can get their we can rob their whole house. We can take everything out of this person's house. But we should also just let universe do the work.
I was gonna say she even sell her Xbox.
That was a joke.
I know.
It's not my ex's Xbox. It was
I
an
know.
Xbox that I got as a gift that I don't want. So yeah, if y'all know somebody who's looking for an Xbox 360, my friend laughed at me. My friend laughed at me. He was like, "You like a weird ass, uncool mom." Like, I just walked in the house like, "I got an Xbox 360," and the kids are like, "A fucking 360? Are you fucking kidding me?" I understand that the Xbox 360 is old, but I didn't know it was that old. But if you want
What's
to
the
buy
new
it,
one's called?
there's an
There's
Xbox
one.
One. Yeah.
And then I think something else.
There's something
about to
after the
come
one
out.
I thought, or I don't know. But yeah, apparently the Xbox 360 is.
I thought Xbox 360 was
It's-
still a thing. I am the lame mom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so 2010 apparently. So I am selling that though, and I also have a Connect. So if anybody's interested, you can buy that. That wasn't the point at all though. R. Kelly's in the Discovery Zone. Tell me your thoughts. Oh, sorry, we didn't give you the story. The story is R. Kelly's Atlanta home was burglarized.
Atlanta
story. She didn't say the story. That's hilarious. We just want to run about R. Kelly as a millionaire in karma.
Tell about Atlanta.
His home was burglarized. Somebody went into his home with a moving truck, I believe, and just shipped all his shit out. Just all his furniture, all of his items. I think it's great. So
I mean, I don't like to see bad things happen to anyone, so I don't think that's good.
I don't think that's true about you.
No, I really don't like. Overall, I really don't like to see bad things to happen to anyone, and I'm actually kind of offended that you just said
Even people
that.
who prey on teen children.
I mean, at the end of bad is bad, and evil begets evil, and two rights don't make a wrong.
So he got what he deserved.
No, that's not at all. I mean,
Which he didn't really get what he deserved. 'Cause he's a millionaire. He can just buy a whole new house now, which is great for him.
You're
He
actually
doesn't need a whole new
very
house. He
mean.
needs furniture.
How's that mean?
Because you shouldn't want, if someone is down on their luck or going through something, you shouldn't be
He's not
happy.
going through anything, Aja.
Anytime that something negative happens to somebody that's going through something that's bad, you wish you're saying that you're happy something bad happened to him.
To someone who preys on teenage girls,
Some, But at the end of the day, if you consider yourself a spiritual person, you shouldn't want negative to
You
happen.
don't know nothing about my spirit.
Take it deep. Why not?
You shouldn't happen.
You're
want-
defining spiritual for yourself. You don't know anything about my spirit.
Okay, so what's your spiritual then?
Matters not. You already think what you
Okay,
think and believe what you
right.
believe, and you can carry on.
So at
How
the end
much
of the
you think what you
day,
think and
if
know
you're
what
you
Because obviously you don't
she's
know.
a person that claims
Cute little 12-inch.
she's a whatever. She's a person that claims love and happiness to people.
I do, absolutely.
Okay, so then if you
And I also claim that the
you
universe and God has the final say, which is why
Exactly, and
us as
according to-
humans, because we could have gone ourselves and set this whole shit on fire. All of us as women could have looked at the news and looked at and our own personal accounts as well, if you want to go there, and been like, well, yeah, this man is real shitty and crazy, and I could have taken it upon myself. But as a person, a spiritual person of God and love and light, I would never do that because the universe is going to do that for him, which is why his house got robbed. So.
as a spiritual person of God and love and light, you shouldn't want negative things
You
to happen
don't know
to
my
people.
God.
Okay, so that's fine. But like I was saying,
She loves R. Kelly so
no,
much.
I mean I'm just saying that's
She was
I don't
supposed to
want
live to
anything bad to
retire.
happen to anyone. Okay,
Sure.
whatever. I just won't say anything.
So I don't like thieves. I don't like stealing. Something about that is just very
Low.
like stealing from somebody, robbing somebody. Like I don't like that. So R. Kelly's not my favorite person in the world per se. And if I was to subscribe to the karma theory and be like, okay, you know, you put so much bad energy into the world, so now you're receiving some of that bad energy back, I still just would have liked it to come a different way. I just don't like these. I just don't like that. I don't know. So I
But
don't
then
like
the thieves also got their karma because they thought that they
Right.
could come into the same neighborhood for a second time.
From what I've heard, they do say that the police have a lead because I guess they thought shit ran so
Oh,
smooth
God.
with
How
the first
stupid can
robbery
you be?
that they pulled back into the neighborhood to try the second go round.
Yeah.
And one or them all got caught. But I just want to say, R. Kelly's house was cleaned out.
Yeah.
They didn't take like one or two items.
Not
and,
just
like
the TV.
Yeah, like they didn't go search and be like, let's take this, this, and this. They literally, like that man was moving. So first of all, y'all had to have been outside.
I think it was an inside
For
job
a long
to Michael's
time.
point.
Yeah, like, cause y'all had to have been outside. First of all, I move damn near every 2 years at this point in my life, which I hate it. But moving is not a quick process.
No.
So unless it was a gang of them, like 6 like well-built men that was outside doing that,
I
like
would say
just
more than that because that's a
rushing.
mansion. Like that's just a home. You know
But it was
what
a
I'm saying?
condo. It wasn't
Oh,
like
was
a
it a
house.
condo?
I don't think it was like a house.
Oh, okay. So maybe
I think
it was like 10 rooms in it.
I think he said. I think I read it was a condo. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. But I think I
Right.
read it was a condo.
Either way, though, like
So-
you could just understand like the stature of a rich person's home. Like even if it is a condo or like a one fucking flat, like
Every
it's
couch,
it's hella
every
room,
chair,
yeah,
every TV.
everything,
And
every
no alarm
piece-
went off.
nothing. Yeah, so you gotta think that this is an inside job, like
And
somebody
the
in his circle.
But look, the cleaning lady is who tipped him off. They said the cleaning
Oh.
lady who was supposed to like take care of the home while he's not there
Mm.
is the one who called him and was like, "Hey, something's not looking right." But
Something's not looking right.
Like-
she walked in and was like, "Is all the furniture? That can't be right."
But I wonder, like, how often? Maybe she doesn't come every day. So I would say, how did you miss that whole 24 hours of cleaning his shit out?
Yeah.
But maybe she don't come every day. It's probably just like once a week or something.
Yeah, because because I don't know anything about his whereabouts these days, but like if he lives here primarily and just has that as another home, maybe
Yeah.
it's been weeks since he's been there. She only has to come like once a week or once every couple of weeks, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that shit crazy. That shit crazy. But you know, shout out to Kel, cause He real good at music.
I just think that it's funny that the burglars came back to the same exact neighborhood. Like, they had to have known that was R. Kelly's house. But I like to picture that they didn't. Because for them to have come back a second time and just been like, this neighborhood is fucking lit and it's easy as fuck to steal from here.
R. Kelly strikes me as a very confident and cocky person. So I feel like in any home
He be
that you go
outside.
in of his,
Oh.
I feel like there will be there's a mark there that lets you know R. Kelly lives there.
Yeah.
Like, I find it hard to
And they
believe
probably
people
knew
go
that
to
way
R. Kelly's
beforehand.
home.
I genuinely feel like because everything about this just doesn't make sense. Like, how do you so seamlessly get a moving truck full of furniture filled to the fucking brim, seemingly, and just drive off?
But if I go home right now and I saw a moving truck outside and saw people like moving stuff out of somebody's house, if I don't really personally know my neighbors, and even if I did personally know my neighbors, I still might just brush it off.
But that's not the point. That's not the part that baffles me. It's the way that, how do you get in and out of this person's home? Like, how did you get in there? Like, who,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it can't just be as easy as picking a lock at fucking R. Kelly's house. Like, that's crazy. No alarm, no nothing. Like, nothing. Like, the alarm didn't go off for the police to be called. Like, nothing. Like, that's insane. I feel like somebody, maybe the cleaning lady is like, fuck this. I'm about to get all of this stuff. She probably been there for weeks just like appraising everything. Like, this couch is worth $1 million. This is worth this. Like, this is $30 million worth of shit in here. Like, y'all come and take it and just give me 10.
Right now, he's not gonna be back no time soon.
Yeah, she know the ins and outs, where he's gonna be.
Do your thing. You got all day.
I'm not trying to incriminate the cleaning lady,
Yeah.
but
it was somebody. I don't know if I believe. I don't know. But like
either
I
way
said,
though, it's just funny. The funniest part is that they came back and thought like that was a fucking breeze. I'm gonna do this again. We have more of the discoveries on though, right? Ajano Asia?
Yes, we do.
You know what it is,
I forgot.
girl. Sky and Charmaine.
Oh, that is it.
I didn't put it in that. No, I put it in the new one, but you have a picture. It's okay.
So, Sky and Charmaine, if you guys don't know, this past week was the season finale of
It's bracket.
Black Ink Crew Chicago, and the season premiere of Black Ink Crew New York.
Got it.
So therefore, but they're just Black Ink Crew. But so on Fly Titan Sky, who is the shop manager, well, she's Atlanta, but she used to be at the NY shop. So Sky was on her Instagram and she was talking about, oh, it's the season premiere of Black Ink Crew New York, you know, turn up for us, all that, you know, good stuff. So in another video, she was like, oh, and tonight is also the season finale of Chicago, and y'all don't have to watch that bitch Charmaine no more, and I know that bitch want to be like me. I know y'all tired of watching it, so I'm glad to say finale, because I'm tired of watching it. I can't wait for her to find her own personality, more or less.
That's a strong thing to say about somebody. Like, that's deep.
I just feel, but I just wanted to say kudos to Charmaine, because you handled it, like, just perfectly. Like, I've always showed love to you. I've never tried to be like you. I felt our personalities were similar, you know, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm sorry that you got hate from me.
And this is a letter, right?
Yeah, she wrote an open letter to
So did she write, like, actually wrote a letter to mail it, or did she, like, email it?
It's just on her blog, like, on her...
So that's what open, okay. means.
Got it.
Blog post.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay.
I didn't know she had a blog. That's adorable.
All right.
It goes with her, oh my God, look.
With her cooking stuff?
Her radio stuff.
Got it. Got it. That makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense.
But I thought that was big Charmaine and
Definitely.
Patty of Sky. And I actually like Sky. I think she's like super funny. I love how she is in the shop. But like I think that says a lot about you think very highly of yourself, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that you think that she wanted to be used that bad. But
She also sounds threatened.
maybe
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
that,
I feel like, well, I don't, and I'm only saying, I'm only saying from my perspective, because like I don't really know anything about Sky, like I know about Charmaine, but like Charmaine has her hands in so many different pots, and like
Yeah.
she's not just black ink. So like if this is somebody who is just black ink, I can understand her being like, oh, this bitch thinks she about to just do what I do. Like
actually
she about to
scared
be
famous.
she about to be in the same sphere as me, but then like branch from it in all these
Yeah.
different ways. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I can see that like I can see that
very
stinging.
true.
I can see that
think-
stinging.
I don't know. Sky, what's up,
Like,
girl?
what's
You know?
Ew, I hate
what's,
the voice.
what's really going on? I want to know, honey.
I hate that.
No, that's
But-
real though. That's I mean,
and I love you, Sky. Don't come for me, baby, but you know.
yeah, she look like she can knock somebody the fuck
Yeah,
out.
no,
No, she
actually,
definitely can.
Yeah,
She's done it
Sky,
on more
they
than
got
one
them
occasion
hands,
on
girl.
New York.
Well, yeah.
Sky is
Yeah, she
really
plays
got
no
that
game.
life. Sky,
Yeah.
which is partially how I started really liking her.
Because she's
Because
the same.
I was like, she loves fighting. She loves to fight.
It's okay, baby. That's you.
I ain't never loved to fight a day in my life. Anyways,
Except that time you were fighting.
I didn't. That doesn't mean I loved it.
I think you did.
That just means I was fighting.
Ooh, it's everyday thing to her.
No.
That just
But
means I was a woman.
anyways, I personally think. I mean,
Living her
I
best
don't know, of course, because I don't know. I didn't even know Sky was ever even thinking that to begin with.
Yeah.
So of course I don't really know, but just playing devil's advocate, I think that fans and social media have a lot to do with the random like little beefs
Yeah,
that start.
yeah.
Because I can see, imagine like if I log onto my Instagram right now and look at a picture and I have 1,000 comments back to back to back telling me like, hey, did you peep that new Chicago podcast? Because that girl named A. Toya be trying to be just like you.
First of all,
and
her name is
everybody,
Toya. That is a clear sign that she's a copycatter. And you better be careful because she's
said
probably
that,
outside your window.
If
She's
everybody
crazy.
said that like back to back to back to back to back to
They're
back
just
to
trying
back,
to be like
it's
you,
like
yeah.
it would subconsciously, like get into my head, and then sometimes you forget that you have a real platform, and you
Yeah.
forget that how much weight your words carry, and you could just be talking shit, being like, yeah, I know that girl Toya be trying to be like me, but da-da-da-da, like whatever.
Well,
but
now it's blown,
right, and now
yeah.
it's something huge, but it was really just you talking shit because your fans then told you every single day, Charmaine want to be like you, Charmaine want to be like you.
But-
so of course I don't know if that's really how it went.
Right.
I just know that in some of these cases with celebrities and these reality stars, that people's fans and teams hype it up sometimes, and they don't even be knowing that it's happening when it's happening.
Right.
I was also gonna say they had like this, I guess, Black Ink Crew flashbacks, and
Of New York or Chicago?
both. It was a
Okay.
combination, and Charmaine. I mean, Sky
Oh,
made
she getting
a.
it mixed up.
Oh.
Style Charmaine, that's family. Hey girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey.
But no, Sky made a smart remark about her then. Like, I think
for
she
real?
I think she is jealous.
She got a little thing.
She made a smart remark about her in the past.
Like one of her flashbacks or whatever. She made a smart remark.
Like on
That's
TV,
okay.
she did, like in the shop.
It was a part of an episode, a flashback episode, and and Sky made a.
What?
Sky made a remark about Charmaine. You get what I'm saying? It was like a countdown thing.
You know, do you remember?
Oh,
when,
got it.
It was an episode of, I don't know if it was New York or if it was in Chicago, when they went to visit the New York shop, and Sky got into it with like
Ryan.
Was it Ryan she got into it with? I remember like she got into it with one of them when they were in Chicago.
Yeah.
Either way, Sky, we wish you the best of luck, sis. So we think that you need to
Ooh,
just.
that's rude.
No, I'm sorry. I don't mean it like that. I know. Sis
is so
Sis is
rude.
very condescending now.
No, sus is really.
I thought
really
sus
rude.
meant suspect.
No, like sus, like sus.
Oh, sus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I'm
don't
saying.
sus me.
No, I'm saying sis as an actual sister queen, like sister queen. Like, you know, you need to just lift yourself in some self-love, sweetheart. Like, what Charmaine got going on. I'm not, first of all, we're also diagnosing her. Like, obviously you're jealous. And what Charmaine has going on doesn't mean that you can't do the same thing. You cook. You get on the radio. Do it. You can do whatever you want, sweetheart. Either way, shout out to ladies just being boss as fuck. More than anything. Now on to this petty parlor.
The funniest
Sorry.
petty power of them all.
Oh my fucking goodness. Well, there's
the
like,
pettiest petty part.
That was hilarious.
I have been in actual tears, like gathering this information together. So the first one is, and of course I went to go find the bitch name and couldn't find it, or forgot to look.
You couldn't find it.
I couldn't find it because I watched it a couple times. So there was a woman who scammed her way into
I couldn't find it.
a sign language interpretation job. And like it's funny because she knows a little bit of sign language, like a little bit, but just not enough to have done what she was doing. So basically, her job at this moment, who knows how long she's been doing this or how many times she's tried it, but her job was to. So there was a murder investigation going on, and so you know how they do like the press conferences with the chief of police, and they're talking about what they've gathered and you know all of that stuff. So the chief is talking about it, and so she's beside him and she's doing the sign language, and it's a murder investigation, and coincidentally, the actual person who was murdered, the victim's sister was really deaf. So the victim's sister is like, this bitch not even saying nothing. Or she was saying something, like she was saying a little bit of the things. Like she knew murder, she knew 55. She knew like some of the things, but not all of the things. But then of course, the sister is like, so, you know, obviously brings it to the attention to the chief of police and the people who hired the woman. And was like, that bitch wasn't even saying sign language. And then they go and find her record, which kills me that you could get a job at the police department with the chief of police to translate something. And they didn't check your record beforehand because her record was strong. Yeah. She's been scamming for a long time. She's been in and out of prison. What type of sick person, though, would be like, I would just pretend I know enough sign language to interpret this. Like, that was wild. No, that's like, petty as hell.
You're a scammer. This is what you do for a living. You scam your way in and out of shit. But what in this moment, this specific moment, did you gain out of saying, I'm about to go in here, do some little sign language,
money probably.
And they're not gonna know what hit them.
Probably money.
I wonder how long she was working there.
My nigga, that's what I want to know. But no, it just reminds me of like, you remember on Disney Channel, like Disney Channel episodes of shows where like the kids would dress up as like a concierge to like get into the hotel that the celebrity was staying at. I guess a pop star in town. So they got this. Like, that's how petty I picture this woman's mind. Like, I'm about to pretend.
Oh, her name is Darlene Roberts.
Of course.
Dirty Darlene.
Oh,
if that's her real name.
Dirty Darlene.
She's been scamming for so fucking long.
They called her a noted fraudster.
What's petty about the interpretation thing is that it's not an actual crime. It's just like an ethical violation.
She's like, it was like, bitch, now you know you shouldn't be doing it.
But they didn't take her to jail for it. But I feel like, see, this is where I would think the justice system should be lenient, because no, that's not a crime, but you got a history of frauding people. Like, I would just be like, just put this bitch in jail.
Darlene, you're just playing too much. Get your ass on back.
You're doing too much. And then it's like, okay, that's not an actual crime. Like, do you think that she's been scamming so long that she's now trying to figure out how to scam without going to jail? Like, that's not even.
I feel like she's just one of those people that just loves the thrill, like
yes,
the adrenaline, or like, you know, she just likes doing shit and then getting away with it.
It's like that little boy who was saying he was like a doctor. I think he was in like Florida or something.
He was a teenager.
Yeah, like giving women pelvic exams and everything.
Which is really
sick.
Scary.
Yeah.
It's sick and disgusting. But like, how did he get away with it? He had a whole practice, G.
Yeah.
Like, he had his own shit. How?
Yeah, that's really scary.
That's crazy. But anyway, no, but I was thinking about, I can't think of her name. It's a documentary about this one, but she's real old and she's been stealing all her fucking life. Can't think of her name, but like that's who I think of, like somebody who genuinely, like, you don't need to do this, like you just do it for like the excitement of it. Those type of people are like, those are people that like have orgasm from like different types of adventures, like they gotta put themselves through stuff. But no, Darlene, you need to get your shit together. We should have put you in Knock It the Fuck Off, because you need to stop. You can't go places acting like you doing sign language when you're not. And what are the odds that this victim's sister was literally deaf? And I'm sitting there looking at you like, bitch, you're not even saying shit. Anyway, shout out to Darlene. I done went from Darlene, you need to stop. Shout out to Anyway, also in the petty parlor, we got y'all girl Drea.
I want to read the exact thing she said.
Please.
So I gotta go.
And I be trying to stick up for Drea because I feel like people really be dogging her.
Gee, when I tell you that shit,
but
just
Drea, you really wildin', like my man
here we go.
not even.
Okay, so apparently Drea's child has to memorize some kind of speech for school. So the teacher said, y'all need to do this speech is it twice a day? I think it's like twice a day. You need to read this speech out loud, and your parent needs to sign off on it so that you read it. So basically, I think that a weekend, Andrea's pissed. So this is what Drea posted online. She said, Nico has this 4-minute speech he has to memorize and recite. Fine, splendid. Now his teacher is requiring me to sign papers every day saying he's read the speech 5 times out loud and stuff. Over Thanksgiving break, I had to sign 18 times, and now it's still every day. Here's my point. I'm all for helping my child with his homework, but at this point, she has him harassing me with this speech. I don't want to hear it anymore. Then she goes on to say, in the story, the speech is about American history and how it isn't present as much in college education. So it's a snooze fest. Basically what she said. She was like, so you can imagine how over it I am. And she said, now he doesn't get points because I don't want to sign it. It's not my homework. She was like,
When is it due?
she was like, but it feels like it. She
When
said,
have you ever been
what
to
y'all
for
think?
your own homework?
Why I gotta sign it? It's not mine.
No, what I saw, the funniest, people were commenting, tweets, responding to it. The funniest tweet I saw was so relatable because they said something really wrong with these kids because why didn't he forge her signature?
What?
The way I used to forge my mama's signature, I could probably go to jail.
Not
I'd probably
even
be next
that.
to Darlene in the cell
I
because
can't
I
forge my mama's
forged her
signature because hers is too intricate. But my daddy's,
But you got 2 parents in the house, you can still get away with it. That's one.
Yeah.
Number 2, Drea, you didn't have to tell. First of all, you just opened up the opportunity for people to fucking dog you. And I'm sure you didn't realize because you're a millennial mom. And millennial moms, maybe, no, that's not true because you have plenty of sense. I was just about to say, maybe y'all just not like other people's parents. But, I don't understand. My nigga, this whole time that you spent to write this out, you could have been listening to the fucking speech.
Yeah, or you
Like,
could have
just sign it.
In all
Just
honesty,
sign it.
as petty as it was, I understand
I got
what
it.
she's saying, though.
No, I would have been like, okay.
No, and it's petty because people always say she's a bad mom based off of.
That's what's funny.
Yes, because it's a
Because of the
police
Hot
report
Pocket?
talking about, she left her son in the house with a Hot Pocket.
It was
Like, she went to
She
work.
didn't even microwave it for him.
Yeah.
When was this?
Like some years ago.
Okay, it's gotta
But
be
she,
pre-
but
So
that's-
Nico was sick of her shit. First of all, you didn't put me. You left me in the house with a hot pocket.
She left him in the house with a hot pocket.
Just
How
a
did
hot
the
pocket.
police find that out?
Because he called the police or
How old
the
was
babysitter
he?
called the police or something. He was young. But she's also saying that that's not a true story. She also says that
She
that's
set
not
it
a
on
true
the
story.
counter.
But that's what people
Right
know.
now.
They know you for being an irresponsible parent. They think you're irresponsible.
Regardless or not, whether that particular story is true, you know that we already looking at you questionably when it comes to being a parent. Why would you set yourself up like this?
Can I just
girl?
say that my favorite meme from the
So
internet
many.
with
Black
this
Twitter went
situation
crazy.
is y'all know for those who watch Power, which
I
should
was
be
gonna say
everybody,
that one.
Rihanna.
I don't watch it.
But is from
Not
the last
interested.
season when Tariq was leaving out the house and his sister was like, "Where are you going?" And he was like, "This is the elevator was closing." And they said Drea when she about to leave for vacation and see her son coming in the doors.
No, I like the
My
one from
favorite-
Power when it was like, no!
Oh yeah.
No, my favorite is somebody on Black Twitter, because y'all know I love y'all, quoted, "What would you do if your son was at home crying all alone on the bedroom floor?" And the girl like, bitch, that's not my problem.
I feel you though, Drea. Okay, I do. Feel
There's one
you.
more.
It
Before you
gets
say that.
annoying.
Before you do this, there's
Okay.
one more. There's a scene from a Sims game, and the baby is on fire.
Oh, that's what I'm
because
hearing.
I know and like her whole rant at the end, she was like, "What y'all think?" So
Yes.
so they put the Sims in
my dumbass
dumbass
baby rolling around here on fire again. I don't mind putting him out, but right now, damn, I'm not the one on fire.
What y'all think? Cause
Oh,
no,
Drea.
that shit had me
root for
so
you.
fucking. No, we were all rooting for you. All you had to do was sign it, though, sis. You could have been like, you
Just
don't even have
sign
to
it.
just
Sign it.
Nico, baby. I don't want to hear this no more. Give me the paper.
Yes.
Give it to me. I don't want to hear this anymore.
Like,
And
what's
then-
so
What
hard?
makes it even worse is that her son had to text her and say like,
text her,
"Mom,
like,
like
look."
I'm not getting my points now." She was like, "Well, I'll write her a fucking no." Basically.
But you gonna waste time writing the note when you
Right.
could have just signed
Because
your
she
name.
said, "But I'm done."
And you was just
Where's
in a
Orlando?
You was just
Don't
in
he gotta
Chicago.
step
Somebody said he don't give a fuck either.
I was like, "Don't he
Somebody
gotta
was
step
like, I
in
bet
now?"
Russell Wilson would have signed the papers for him.
I'm like,
Step
why
daddy
you
of a
and Orlando
goddamn
can't
year.
take turns or something?
No, exactly. Take
Like,
turn. Number one, it's so many different options that you had.
Nico,
But you
baby,
chose
sign your own
Instagram.
shit. Sign your own papers from from here
Yeah,
on out.
Nico.
Don't come to jail with shit. Don't ask her for nothing. If you want to go somewhere, sign your own
part about
papers.
it is that she actually stopped. The fact that she literally felt these feelings and then was like, no, I'm not doing it anymore. Because it would have been fine if she posted that whole rant, but you still signed the paper. Like, when she was just like,
Yeah,
I'm
just
just
like,
sick of
I'm
this.
so tired
Yeah,
of
like,
this.
this homework getting outrageous, but here you go. But not you said, no, I'm done.
Like, you're
I'm a
refusing to
weekend.
sign a paper.
I
sis.
memorized the speech as well. Let her know we're good on this side. Like,
Right.
we got this speech.
Agreed.
That's the only bad
And my
part
whole thing
about
is,
it.
it's a 4-minute speech. Like, the kid wasn't asked to learn I have a dream. Like, my nigga, are you serious? You don't have 5 minutes?
And but I also got a question to the teacher. Why he taking so long to grade the speech?
Yeah, yeah. The teacher,
Get it over with.
the teacher been getting her back
It's
blown out
probably one of
every
those
night.
things where it's like, you know,
She
when you
coming-
have
she
speech
coming there
classes,
like,
you got like 2
upset.
weeks to prepare.
Yeah, like damn, y'all should have been
that's
done said the
probably
speech
why.
now. But she said since before Thanksgiving, then she coming back.
But how old is he?
He probably like in like 8, 7, in junior high, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
In high school, that shit dead.
Can we
like,
have a toast to good parenting?
Okay.
I just
So just
want my
toast to
mama.
A Tati.
And my mama.
And
And
my
your
mama.
mama.
Hey, fuck mama.
What is this? Cocaine.
Why didn't you like
Oh,
it?
hurricane.
You said cocaine.
Why didn't you like it when I said, hey, fuck mama? That's funny.
I want more. Is this more in here?
Yes, all for you if you really want it. I don't know.
Ooh, this is good as fuck, Kenny. What the
You
hell?
say you need it. All for you
Woo!
if you gotta have. It's all for
Black
you
power!
If you make a move, it's all for you. Okay, we do have a topic this week. This week's topic is Aja Noasia.
Hey, everybody.
Because Aja fucked her ex-boyfriend's friend.
Stop it.
I'm just playing.
Don't
I'm
even say it like that.
Sounds like the
I don't
title
need
of
no
a
problems.
90s sitcom.
Aja
Like
Noasia.
Clarissa Explains It All, Aja Noasia. That's what I be thinking about.
Well, there you go, everybody. I didn't want to announce it, but it's coming soon.
She's a liar.
And I'm not.
And she was upset about it. I am not.
Tell us about the topic today. We have so less time.
So it's a combination of 2 questions I have.
2 questions.
The first question, and I posted this on Facebook and I got so much feedback. But
Thank you.
It was, is it always unacceptable to date your ex's friends?
Your ex-boyfriend's or
Yeah.
girlfriend's friend.
Yeah.
Got it.
So what do y'all think? Is that always unacceptable to y'all or no? Or you
I-
fucking the team?
I said that I think that every situation is different. So I don't think that you can have one general rule for just all situations. Because one, friend is a term that's used very loosely. So it depends on, are we talking about...
Cause is he your friend if he talking
Right,
to
is
me?
he a real, like, is this like your best friend? Like, I was going to cook out with y'all every
Uh-huh.
weekend, and now it's like, no, I only know this man as this is your best friend. Or, and then, like, how serious were we as a couple as well? Like, I just think everything differs. I personally have never been in a situation like that where I had to make a decision. Like, I've never been in a situation where I had to really think, like, oh, this is such and such's friend. Like, should I do this? So,
Mhm.
I've never had to make the decision, but I think it really depends on how serious you and your ex were and how close of friends the friend and your ex were. I think.
Right.
No, I agree, and I also, because I just found myself in a situation kind of like this, but not really, because it wasn't like a very, very serious situation on the back end. But like, I found myself feeling.
In the amount of time
Thank
that you
you.
and your
That's exactly what I was
ex have
coming at.
been broken up.
That's exactly what I was
Time
gonna
matters
say.
as well.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I found myself feeling some type of way about an interaction that I had with somebody who I only knew through my ex, right? But then I have to think about it. My ex don't say shit to me. We don't talk. We don't communicate. We haven't been together for.
Oh, he will. If you start talking to one of his friends, he'll be like, damn.
5
That's what you're
years.
gonna get.
I mean, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But I honestly
Wow.
don't think so.
You're gonna get a wow.
He's not. He's not that kind of guy.
You're gonna get a wow.
But he's not that kind of guy. And even if he was, I would feel warranted. I would feel completely secure in explaining my position in that situation.
And I totally think
But
it's
like
fine.
you know, when I look at both angles, and I had to just think critically about this, because I did find myself being like, oh, I shouldn't even entertain this. You know, I shouldn't say nothing to him.
Was he a friend of your ex's, or was he just
Yeah.
a person that your ex knew?
No, they were like grew up together friends.
Oh.
And
We so.
I mean, but that's loose as well. I grew up with all types of people. I grew up with somebody who stole my boyfriend. So
Yeah, I don't like
in high
that
school.
story.
So
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about
no,
that.
but that's another reason why I'm very like loose with the idea, because I'm very understanding to that. I'm understanding on both sides. I'm understanding on the side of like, really, bitch, it's 7 billion people on this earth, like that. I'm understanding of there, but I'm also understanding in like, you feel what you feel. Like, who am I to be like, you can't do that, he's mine, or like to label somebody, or like you know, like I'm not pigeonholing no fucking body. So like, if you like somebody that I like and he likes you enough or she likes you enough to respond to that, go ahead. I'm not gonna stand in anybody's way. But like,
Would you be mad though?
no. In that situation, no, that was a different situation. He cheated on me with my best friend, and I told both of them, like, if it was that deep, like,
His old school ex.
Yeah.
right, no, yeah, not this, not, thank you for doing that. No, not the current ex. Oh, I had an old ex who cheated on me with a very close friend of mine, and when it was brought to my attention, were my feelings hurt? Yes. Like, it's always just a matter of like, damn, what did I do for y'all to do that to me? But also, the grand scheme, what I kept thinking about was, this was obviously like some palpable chemistry. Like, you really felt like it was worth it. Like like it was worth the trouble. So if that's how y'all felt, I'm not getting in y'all's way. And so I let them be together because that's what y'all wanted. So that's what you need. And I don't need to be holding nobody back like that. Because, I mean, you feel how you feel. You can't help it. That's cool. Whatever.
This was pre-Tati being in your life.
But even if you were in my life, you would have just been mad. You would have been like, Bree, what the fuck? We should fucking beat her ass instead. And I would have been like, nah. Because I just don't feel that way. I just don't feel like we're human beings, G. Like, we can't tie people down. Like, I can't be like, no, Tati, you're mine. You can't be just friend, you're mine. I can't do that. Like, I can't. I would never, ever do that. I want everybody in my life to experience liberation. Like, my idea of love is for you to feel free. Like, I want you to feel so loved by me that you feel your freedom more than you ever have with anybody else. And so if that means that within that process that you gotta see to it that you do this one thing, even if that's something that may hurt my feelings or something that may not be what I would want you to do, I'm not gonna stop you, because I just don't think that's right. But as for this current situation, I talked to this dude, but I don't really talk to him. But I was, it's delicious. Here, hit me again, Ike. And I
Get it?
And anyway, so the guy, him and I were vibing when we saw each other, and I found myself being like, I can't talk to this nigga because he knows such and such. But then when I really thought about it, I don't owe him anything. He doesn't owe, just like he doesn't owe me anything. I don't owe him anything. So why would I stop what I'm doing because of that?
What did you think, sister?
You have to get your shit together real quick. I'm sorry.
Everything hurt me.
We're so.
I'm moving in
I didn't want to be left out.
And then she was like, stop it, Tati.
Oh,
You're thinking.
Oh, fuck.
She's so wasted.
Whoa!
You didn't finish
Just
this.
kidding. No. Okay.
So many things.
What was I gonna say? How do I feel? How do I feel about
Dating your ex's friends.
drink that too? I would never date one of my ex's friends.
That's what's up.
Because I've never had like an ex that just didn't mean anything to me.
That's not what that means.
No, I'm saying.
This is how she feels about
Yeah.
it.
You're right.
Thanks, Tati.
Thanks, Shanti.
Get away from me.
My fingers in your mouth. Real slow. So
Anyway, I'm trying to be
sweaty.
professional. No. So, all of my exes mean something to me. Like, they taught me a lesson, and I don't think I could see them with someone. I could see them with someone. I couldn't see them with someone that I knew, and I wouldn't want to be with someone that they knew, because I would be like, wow, so you've been looking at my nigga this whole time, or I wouldn't want you to feel like I've been looking at your friend this whole time either, because I know, like, that, like, if I saw one of y'all walking up and down the street with my ex, I'll be like, wow, they've been fucking this whole time.
This whole time.
That's what I'm gonna
Wow.
definitely. That's gonna be. You're not gonna be able to tell me differently. Like, period. That's just. I know how I think. So I definitely couldn't date one of my friends' exes, or I couldn't date.
That's
true. Like kind of how you said, I feel very strongly about the whole statement of treat others how you want to be treated. Like I live by that on a day-to-day basis. Even when I feel like I treat people better sometimes than what they deserve, just because I'll think like, but I wouldn't want them to do that to me, or I wouldn't want to feel that way. So I know that regardless, it would always be weird to me, or I would feel some type of way if one of my exes dated one of my friends. So I just don't do it.
Yeah,
to
And
other
I,
people.
you will never hear me like
That
bad
makes
now
sense.
one of my exes. Like I'm gonna say
Yeah,
how I
me
feel
neither.
about the
Yeah, no.
relationship, but I'm not gonna call them out their name. I'm gonna
No.
tell you like we went our separate ways because this, and this. It's
No.
not. It's gonna. It's not gonna be anything that I would repeat to them in front of their face.
Right.
Like I wouldn't dare do that.
Right.
Yeah. So
From my perspective, what you just said makes a lot of sense because I think that's why I think the way I think. Because if it was like if you were, I'm not like what, and I don't want y'all to misconstrue. What I'm saying is not a testament to I wouldn't care, like you know what I'm saying, or I wouldn't be hurt. Like to be 1,000% honest, I know there's comfort in being able to say this because I know that y'all wouldn't do this. But I do truly believe that, like, the ex that was the most pivotal to me, like, if one of y'all came to me and was like, yo, so, this happened, we ran into each other a couple weeks ago, we've been talking, and I really, really, really like him, I would be crushed beyond measure, but I would never tell you that you can't. I would never be like, don't do that. I just wouldn't be able to do
what
that.
you're not gonna do.
Even
is
when,
that-
even the girl that he cheated on me with, like, I knew her and she was trying to apologize to me, but I was so understanding because I'm like, gee, I get it. Like, I am this in love with him. I understand the pull. I can understand how anybody could look at this man and be like, I would risk it all.
But that's
like, I
different
get
though
it.
too. She wasn't your friend.
Right.
Not like she was your friend through him.
Right,
but
I'm saying like from the scope of where her guilt came from because I think that as women, it's still this, it's not the same slap in the face, but it's a similar slap in the face for the girl to know you because because we can be like, oh, would you fuck a dude who had a girlfriend? And a lot of women would be like, yeah, if I don't know her, that's not my business. Some women know this person, like we're always together, we hang in a group now because of the connection that we had. And she felt very guilty, and I just remember always telling her like, gee, I understand, like I get it. So like that's how I understand what you're saying as far as like treat people how you want to be treated, because I honestly would never tell somebody like, no, that's my ex, you can't fuck my ex, or you can't date my ex. Like I just wouldn't do that. Thank you. And so I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. I would never like, but I have my own boundaries. Y'all, like I have a group of friends that are like this close. And that it's impossible. I don't even look at anybody that y'all fucked with like that. I just can't.
Exactly.
That's not a thing.
Like,
but I got more distant friends who.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
you can play ball because.
When you say distant friend, do you mean like you would like if they hit you up and it was like come out to my party, you would go to their party?
Yeah.
And you would date their ex?
Yes, but I would talk to them. I would talk to them about it because these are the same people that I wouldn't think less of if these same people came to me and was like, yeah, so I've been talking to your ex. I would be like, word, I get it, cool, have fun.
I think that if it's a distant friend, that
but y'all know how I am about friends too. Even my distance friends are like.
If you're a distant friend, like say somebody that like I grew up with, but like we don't really talk every day anymore, but we would still say like, no, yeah, that's my friend. And then you started dating one of my exes. I think that in the inside, I would still be pissed. But on the outside, it would probably make me feel like maybe I don't really have the right to express how pissed I am.
Yeah.
But you would also have to accept too, like when you make this type of decisions, know that we are no longer gonna be friends.
Yeah.
Like, because even if I wasn't mad at you, even if it's not about like being mad at you, the situation is too weird for me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be comfortable hanging out with you or kicking it with you or like
But
hearing
is that a
stories
testament to how
and
you
it's
feel about
a
your
guy.
ex? Is it that you're not over your ex? Would it be different if this was somebody that you don't like? Like, say you used to fuck with a dude when you were 18 and 19 years old. Like, throughout that time.
It would have to be something that was like
not even
high
serious.
school. Like, it would have to, even if it was serious, but it would have to
Right.
be something that was so far that like
removed.
I'm completely detached from that situation.
Right.
But if I can still like really like relate to it or feel like it was
Right.
anything a part of like my coming of age or something that really contributed to my life. Even
Yeah.
if I don't have feelings for that person anymore, it would just be weird. And it would be so weird to me that I would feel like I couldn't
Yeah.
be around you, because I'd be like, that's not healthy. Like to have somebody around you
Yeah.
that every time you mention your man is just kind of like whatever,
Right.
or something like that.
Right,
So I would
right.
just be like, I mean, do you? But you
Yeah.
are choosing that
No,
relationship
I
now
definitely
over
think
this
that's.
one.
I think that's everything. Like in every situation, though, you gotta understand that. Like, if you're gonna do stuff like that, you just have to be willing to deal with what comes with that. So if I call myself your close friend, and at the same time call myself like somebody that you used to fuck with, if I felt like it was that deep, I have to just eat it. I gotta eat the
Yeah.
fact that like I'm either gonna make something awkward here, or I'm not gonna do this. Like, you know, like you just gotta be an adult about it and be rational and understand like the cause and effect. Like,
Yeah.
you do something happens. You got to be either prepared for what's gonna happen or you're not. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah.
I just, it would just be too weird for me. I would say, 3 of my exes, none of my friends can talk to.
Which,
And I would be
like any of your friends, or like just like your best friends.
like any of them.
Got it.
Like if I got your number, like we text, like if I speak to you on a regular basis, then no.
Right.
Actually, I'm gonna come to your house and beat your ass.
Right. Got it. See, and
right,
it's like I know I totally get that, but like
Oh
I
wait,
just
4
can't
of my
feel-
exes.
Oh, 4 of them. That's
The numbers getting bigger. Y'all
Now,
need
when you
something to
said
me.
3, in my mind, I feel like I checked off the 3 I thought you were referring to. But
Say
then
your
when you
name.
said 4,
Uh-uh.
now I'm lost. Now I don't know.
You
No.
went to one of their houses.
Don't.
I mean,
Okay,
what's
we
the-
don't have to do this on air. We don't have to do this on
I'm
air.
never going to
What I was-
anybody's house.
What I was gonna say, okay, guys, we're getting a little loose. What I was gonna say is, guys, what I was gonna say is, I see what you're saying. I get it, affirmative, and still, I feel on a personal level, from my perspective, I would never be comfortable doing that. I wouldn't even be comfortable, like, especially in a situation where somebody respected my stance. Like, if somebody came to me and said, look, this is where I am, this is what's happening, I wouldn't feel right being like, thanks for letting me know, girl, but nope, he's off limits. It's like somebody that I don't speak to, like somebody that I don't fuck with at all, like I just wouldn't feel right. But I understand that, I completely understand that stance. But like, I wouldn't even feel right. I just wouldn't feel comfortable telling somebody like, no. Because, first of all, in my dating experience, as trash as 90% of these niggas are, if you have found quality in somebody that I used to fuck with, please
No,
make it
actually,
work.
I'm still
Make
fighting
it
you.
work. Do it, because it's not easy out here. Like,
I'm actually probably.
but it's also
pimp.
it's also billions of it's so many niggas out here. I just am not claiming any of my niggas. Like, you can have them, all of you.
Stop.
Y'all can all have them for sure.
Oh.
I'll tell you the top 3 if y'all want some good tips.
Tell us.
I'll tell you the time.
So
what? Tell us.
So what do you feel about like what if you got like you really like a guy and you tell like one of your friends like I really like them, so they happen to know them like just from a runway. That's one
So
of
paint
one
the
of your
scene.
homies. You
Paint
know?
the scene. So I'm telling you, like, I really like.
Okay, so we
DJ.
on the block. And
And I say to you, I really like DJ.
so I'm like, I really been kicking it with Jerome. I like Jerome.
Okay.
Or I like Jerome brother.
You say that to me.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
like, I like Jerome brother or whatever. Like, we been kicking it.
Right.
And you be like, girl, I used to talk to him. What do you
Mhm.
feel about those friends? Because I just feel like, bitch, you used to talk to everybody.
I mean, but like, is it that situation, or is it you brought him up and so now I'm talking about my relation?
What you mean?
Is it a situation of this, every time you say that, she say that? Or is it a situation of, like me and you have never had a situation like that where you said, oh, I like such and such, and I said, blah, blah, blah. But like, if you said, oh, you know who I like, it's yada, yada, and I said, oh, like, I used to talk to him. What do you
Because it's
mean?
like name association. Like you said,
Right,
a
that's what I'm
person,
saying,
So now I'm
like-
telling you my association. Like, oh,
Exactly.
I used to talk to him.
She
Right.
do this all the time.
But that's
All
what
friends.
I'm saying. Is it that girl or is it the other girl? If it's that
No,
girl,
it's
then
that girl.
if it's that girl, you let it go in one ear and out the other. Like, okay, girl,
you gotta
have,
go in. Like, all right,
have fun
girl.
with that. Or I would be like, oh, how was it? Because don't let me waste my time, sis. Help a nigga out.
Well, your sex, you talk about as far as sex goes.
Yeah,
But the sex might not be what it was with you, what it was with her.
that's very, very true. But at the
because
same
you can't
time,
do what I do.
I like a little insight though. Because a small dick is a small dick, and if it's a chode and very small, that doesn't change.
You
It
wanna
always
come across
sounds
the show.
like
I've always come.
word.
Oh, no.
It sounds like it always makes me think of Mexican food when you say that name. You be like,
That do sound Mexican.
Yeah, it sounds like
I
some
thought
type
it was
of
term for
burrito.
Mexican. Not a Mexican, but like,
Like, it just sounds like a Spanish word.
I don't know
Chode.
the origin of the
Like
actual
chode is
word.
a
I just know what it
Spanish word
means.
for small or
That's
something. That's what that
Mexican.
sounds
No,
like to me.
no.
I think it definitely
It's just
is.
it's like a crushed Pepsi can. It's just like a short fat penis. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, and you know who you are. You're disgusting. I'm just kidding. Anyway, we had a question. We had a word from our wordies. We're getting crazy. One question. We have a question from our wordies. DJ Stutter would like to know.
Jordan.
Jordan. We love you. We really, really, really do. This is his exact words. I didn't modify anything. He said, "This is real life because I just experienced last weekend. But has a moment ever occurred when you engaged in sexual activity and you wished you was doing it with someone else while they are doing what they doing?" So the question is, have you ever been fucking someone and been actively wishing that it was someone else? No.
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 I've
That's
actively wished, like,
You wasn't doing it at all.
yeah, like I've been in a situation
Oh,
and
that
then
makes me
been
so
like, why you do this? Like, or something. But I've never actively been like, I wish this was Usher.
Yeah.
Never did.
Yeah, so no.
That's weird.
Have you ever been through that, Asia Noasia?
No, because I only had sex before the last time I was having sex with that person. I only had sex once before, twice
Right.
before, and it wasn't good. So the last
So
one
you
you
had
was breaking my
nothing
back.
crazy.
Just joking. I'm really classy.
Oh, what's I gonna?
I've also never
I
done
don't
that.
know.
I've never been having sex and been wishing that I was having sex with somebody else. If you are going through that though, I think that you should just understand that that's happening, and don't force yourself to have sex with people that you're not attracted to. Like, just don't do it, even if they're pressuring you in some way, or I know that men have like this false pressure inside of them because they're men that they should be so overly sexual and they should be fucking a lot of bitches. And sometimes you'll find yourself with the opportunity and you just don't want to. If you don't want to, don't do it. Just don't have
Sometimes
sex.
men, I feel like a lot of men, I feel like have sex with women that they're not attracted to, just because of how bad they want to have sex.
Right.
Period. Like, so they'll just be like, I need to hit something, and then they'll have sex with like some
Get a
random girl they
fleshlight.
didn't even really like
Just
in
get
the
a
first
fleshlight.
place. And then they just
Get a
be
pocket
like,
pussy, get a fleshlight. Just like take care of yourself. Make sure that you are in a good space on a sexual level and beyond. And don't have sex with people that you don't want to have sex with because you never know the energy that you put on that person and vice versa. Soul ties. What if that ugly bitch that you don't even like becomes a soul tie? Then what the fuck you gonna do? Or if you fucking knock her up, just don't do that.
Yeah, and so many diseases.
All the things. Just fuck people that you want to fuck, and then if you do put yourself in a risky situation, then at least the risk was a little bit worth it because you really wanted to do it with that person.
Yeah, if you do get herpes, then you're tied with that person.
Okay, so we gotta keep going. We gotta get out of this. Knock
No,
the fuck off
I don't
his neck.
want to leave.
I don't wanna leave.
That was like you wanted me to be a part of the hug. You were like,
but I gotta go right now.
we're not even
I'll
done.
be back to hold you. I don't wanna.
I don't care about that.
Knock it the
wanna
fuck
leave.
off.
Never gonna leave you.
Knock it the fuck off, apparently.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
Quiet
Never
on the
gonna
set.
get it, never gonna get
Quiet on the set. We got 2 more segments. Quiet. Kevin, what'd he do?
Kevin
Knock
McCall.
it the fuck off.
That was yours.
I really think something is wrong with Kevin.
McCall.
Kevin
Yeah.
McCall.
I'm about to say,
Eva
not just-
Marcel's baby daddy.
And, yeah, Eva's baby daddy.
Not my coworker, Kevin.
No, I don't
I
even
know
know
you be
him.
trying to watch, and I told y'all not to.
But So I really think
She just said Kevin. Like.
So recently, Eva has announced that she's pregnant with her boyfriend, or maybe her fiance.
And it's not Kevin.
It's not Kevin.
She's
It's
pregnant
a
by a
new
new
man.
nigga.
And
A
you know,
new
like when he first found it out, he was talking about he willing to sign over his rights to his child
Yes.
because he don't want
He
to.
said you want her, you can have her.
Yeah,
Who's
like
the daughter?
Yes.
yes, he's a sick individual.
Oh, maybe he's just going through something.
Oh, but not.
Gotta be.
Let me just.
Not R. Kelly, he's a predator.
Let
no.
me just be quiet.
Absolutely not.
Let me be quiet. 'Cause you
Let
know-
me just keep
No, she
saying
loves
it.
rapists.
Let
She
me
want to
be
fight for Bill Cosby. She want to fight for
I
R.
like
Kelly.
the Cosby Show.
Of course, we all love the Cosby Show. Keep going, Kevin McCall. He's a sick individual, but I was judging earlier. Go ahead.
He just, I don't know what to label him as, but I've seen him on Ian Levin's and Fix My Life.
Ooh, hell
He was
no.
on there?
Are you
Yes.
kidding?
She don't even be fixing.
That's probably
No,
why
she
he-
don't fix people like
I'm about to say he
that.
probably more fucked up now than when he
But
got there.
he just gave me a lot of insight to the type of person he is, the type of man he is. He's very insecure. You know how you be saying about Chris Brown, the lies you be saying about Chris Brown. He's really like that. Kevin McCall is really like that.
She likes him.
I said who?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Is she not
okay,
exhibiting like
okay.
victim behavior? She just loves. This is like Stockholm syndrome. She loves abusers. She likes domestic violence abusers.
I could
She
have
likes
sworn
rapists.
every fucking thing I said about Chris Brown was documented. I had documented proof about it, so I ain't never made nothing about nobody.
Talk about the
Believe
lies.
that, okay?
Not the lies that you said about Chris Brown. What's wrong with you?
My first email was my
Okay.
second email was
Right.
Chris Brown Lover
And
09.
your first was probably J Book because you were a
Cheeky
hopper.
baby.
You were a hopper.
That was cheeky, baby.
right.
No. So what did Kevin do? Kevin made an Instagram. Kevin made an Instagram post, basically saying he made an Instagram post with Eva in the picture of her belly, saying like, "Oh, I know we moved on now, but I still remember when I put that first smile on your face when I gave you your first child." She was just pissed off, talking about take
Yes.
the baby if you want her. Like I'm over it, but now you reminiscing on good times. It's
And
crazy.
then he posted
It's
something
bipolar.
about his link to his song in his bio. Bitch, don't be
Yeah,
trying to
he
use
said
my
he
picture
wrote it for
your-
her. Didn't he say he wrote
Yeah,
the song for her?
some stupid shit like
He's
that.
just a little
He's
bipolar.
fucking
He don't know
ridiculous.
how to
He got into it with Chris Brown too, so shut up.
Why?
Tyler.
He didn't mess with Karrueche.
No, he
That's the only time he get into it.
it was some like business
Before,
musical
like
stuff.
back in the day.
Musical
Oh,
business
yeah.
stuff.
So black people, this is just yet another example of why we need to uphold our mental health. See a therapist.
And another example of why young men need to learn how to handle their emotions. Because a
By
lot
going
of
to
the
therapy.
a lot of the dumb shit that men do, like including like Chris Brown and stuff, like when they spaz out on social media, is I don't think it's always literally just because like they're crazy, because they don't know how to handle feelings of loss and love and that type of stuff. They just don't be knowing. So they just do dumb shit.
And so they need therapy. And
Yeah.
excuse me, moving on, I also had to knock it the fuck off, but I'm gonna make it really, really quick because our producer is getting very agitated with us. So
Fuck him.
I just want to say to people in general, I just want to tell people that when it comes down to dating and relationships, just be transparent. And I know that it's difficult. I am a very flitty person. I'm really, really wishy-washy. Like I can be extremely sold on an idea 1 minute and the next minute somebody will ask me about it and I'll say the exact opposite, and then they'll be like, "What you just said," and I'll be like, "Well, bitch, it's fucking 2 minutes later, and I have every right to feel what I'm feeling now." And I truly do
So
believe
true,
that.
don't you?
I really do believe that. I really believe that. I really feel like I have every right to change my mind whenever and how
Yeah,
many
you
times
do.
I want to, as long as I'm
Anybody
candid
does.
about that and I'm transparent. Every time you ask me a question, even though that answer may vary, I'm telling you the truth as far as this very moment, and that's what matters. What I mean though is that you need to finish your shit before you get into another thing, or you need to be willing to explain what the shit that you're in is before you get into another thing. I've had 2 young men in the past month talking to me, saying things to me, sexual things, want to take me out type things, love me things, all types of things, but then also in the midst with like baby mama stuff. Focus. One thing at a time. You don't need to talk to me. And then it always blows me when stuff like that happens to me, because I'm not the girl that's like, you gotta take me on a date every 2 weeks and we gotta do this. I'm not that girl.
That's
You
very
could just
reasonable.
be
Every 2 weeks.
honest. No, I don't give a fuck. I don't Like, if me and you are kicking it, it could be whatever that is, and we can mold it to what it is, and it doesn't have to be around you putting forth all of this effort. It doesn't have to be that. What needs to happen is you need to just be transparent with where you are currently. So don't talk to me like you're trying to put me on a level of only one when you're trying to work it out with your baby mama. Pick one. Focus on that.
You don't want me,
And if it's frankly, if it's between me and your baby mama, go with your baby mama, because I'm not the one, honey. But anyway, I just want to tell people, in a general sense, finish up what you got going on before you start something with somebody else. Just don't do that to yourself.
Word.
And so that's not the fuck off.
No, and I was just looking at the picture. I also think it just really makes Kevin
Of Kevin.
look. Yeah, of Kevin posting a picture of Eva. I just think that it makes you just look bitter. It makes you look like you're not over her, and it makes you just look pathetic, because when you had the opportunity to step up as a father and a man for her, you didn't. So don't
That's
bring
so
up old
sad.
shit. Like, be the father to your daughter that you should be, and just leave Eva in the past, because she's moved on and you're not going to stand in the way of her.
He gave her away
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Eva and a new man.
Well, that's not the fuck off this week. We have one praises due. Our praises due goes to Keisha Lance Bottoms, who has just been named the new mayor of Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to you, you beautiful black queen. I think that as difficult as it is, the times that we're in, everything that's being out, like, you need to understand that everything that happens in the dark comes out to the light. And once it's happening in the light, it begins a new cycle. So we need all of these things to come out. We need to know all of these things about misogynistic men. We need to know all of these things about just all types of, like, terribly charactered people. But we also have hope in people like Keisha Lance Bottoms and other people in our political system and in our
What's her name?
Keisha Lance Bottoms.
Bottoms?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so we have hope in people like that. I believe in the black woman far more than I believe in any other human being. To be 1,000% honest, I believe that that's where our future lies. And so I'm very proud to be a part of an era where so many black women are doing so many things for themselves that are liberating, because we've been held down for so long, but also for the people. So shout out to Keisha Lance Bottoms. We're very, very proud and happy to be a part of an era where you are a mayor. Go you. So there's that. Anything else, ladies?
No.
Perfect. So this is as good a time as ever to say bye-bye, and we hope that you continue to do all the things that you've always done, and follow us on all the places to be followed. You can follow us on Instagram, Tumblr, and Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure that you follow me at Bree.stories on Instagram, Bree_stories on Twitter, at HeyTati on Twitter. And at ATati on Instagram, and at Ajanoasia, everywhere. Yes, everywhere. Thank you so much, and we can't wait to see you next week. And bye.
Are you doing sign language? She was acting like that
Not
lady.
that fake
I thought she was in the
sign
back
language.
like.
Poop. I know this is poop. Bye.
I don't know what this is.